Today on Inquirer, 4 more individuals allegedly part of the attack team that killed Negros Oriental Governor Degamo surrender. Sunken oil tanker that caused oil spill found off Oriental Mindoro. 191 people sick due to oil spill. Pag-asa declares start of dry season. And Ginebra Guard LA Tenorio diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. Good evening. 4 more individuals allegedly part of the attack team that killed Negros Oriental Governor Degamo have surrendered to authorities. Our justice reporter Tech Torres Tupas has the details live. Tech?
Neil, 4 more suspects in the March 4 attack that killed Negros Oriental Governor Degamo and 8 others have surrendered to the military, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said Tuesday. Remulla described the 4 as major players in the killing of Degamo. He said the attack team that killed Degamo, currently under custody, is almost complete. With the surrender of the 4, he said authorities are now looking for 2 to 3 more persons that are actually involved in the planning. The 4 are former soldiers whose surrender was facilitated by an active military man. They will be turned over to the DOJ. They will be debriefed before they will get their statements. Meanwhile, Remulla also revealed that Teves sent a text message that he wanted to talk to him. The 2 are former colleagues at the House of Representatives. He said he did not know the embattled lawmaker's whereabouts when he sent the message. He said he would talk to Teves. It would be in the presence, if he would talk to Teves, it would be in the presence of others because he does not want his words twisted. Despite the expiration of his clearance to travel to the United States last March 9, Teves has yet to return to the country, prompting the DOJ last Saturday to say they will ask the Interpol to put him on its blue notice to monitor and track his whereabouts. Neil?
That's Tech Torres Tupas reporting live. The House of Representatives Committee on Ethics and Privileges wraps up its inquiry on the expired travel authority and continued absence of Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr. According to Committee Chairperson Filimon Espares, the panel has reached a decision on Teves' absence, but they are not at liberty to discuss the recommendation. Espares says the panel's decision on Teves was unanimous and should be forwarded to the plenary first. On Monday, the House Committee issued a 24-hour ultimatum for Teves to report to work as his travel authority had long expired. Teves is accused of masterminding the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Degamo. The congressman has denied any involvement in the case. Teves cited security concerns about why he is not returning from the medical trip to the United States, opting to ask the House leadership instead for a 2-month leave. The sunken oil tanker that caused a massive oil spill has now been found off Oriental Mindoro. Here's John Eric Mendoza for the report.
Oriental Mindoro Governor Humerlito Dolor said that empty Princess Empress has now been found within the waters of Nauhan, Oriental Mindoro. Dolor said that the vessel was found by a remote operating vehicle of a Japanese vessel. The massive oil spill ensued after the vessel, which carried 800,000 liters of industrial fuel oil, sank on February 28 in Nauhan, Oriental Mindoro after having an engine trouble due to rough sea condition. The spillage reached as far as Verde Island in Batangas, but the Philippine Coast Guard said traces of oil spill in the waters of Verde Island are almost gone. PCG spokesperson Rear Admiral Armando Balilo said this was observed by their air surveillance on the area on Monday. But as of Tuesday, 6 a.m., the areas of Barangay San Agapito and Barangay San Andres also had no traces of the new oil spill, according to PCG Batangas Station Commander Captain Victorino Acosta. As of Monday evening, the Coast Guard team collected 162 liters of oily water mixture and 4 sacks of oil-contaminated debris. This is John Eric Mendoza for INQUIRER.net.
Department of Health reports on Tuesday that the oil spill off Oriental Mindoro has so far made 191 residents sick. In a media forum, DOH officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergeres says there are now a total of 191 persons who exhibited symptoms due to the oil spill. However, she says 101 of these cases have already recovered from their symptoms. The DOH official also notes only one resident needed hospitalization due to shortness of breath during the first week of the oil spill. Vergeres gave assurance that their monitoring continues and that air and water sampling have been conducted.
So sa ngayon po, patuloy po ang ating pakikipag-ugnayan sa local government at iba't ibang ahensya. We were already able to conduct air quality monitoring. Nagkaroon na rin po ng water sampling. Nagkaroon na rin po ng mga analysis, no, ng mga nakukuha natin from the disposal or collection of this oil from the shoreline. So ito po lahat, ginagamit natin ang mga resulta na ito kapag lumabas na para mas mapaigting pa ho natin ang response at pagprotekta sa ating komunidad laban sa mga health effects nitong oil spill na to.
Senator Robin Padilla will push for amending the political provisions of the 1987 Constitution in 2024, a year ahead of the 2025 midterm elections. In a television interview, the senator was asked whether or not he's prioritizing amending the political structure, to which Padilla responded that he will, quote, push for it in 2024 for the 2025 elections. Currently, Padilla is focusing on changing the charter's economic provisions. He also keeping mum on what transpired during an all-senators caucus on Monday, lest be called a neophyte again. Padilla says only Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri is authorized to give a statement on the executive session. Padilla only hinted at a, quote, passionate exchange of views on the charter change issue during the caucus. Meanwhile, when asked if he's eyeing for the vice presidential seat, Padilla responded no, saying he is not a leader but a follower. Though the senator said he might run for a second term in the Senate if the government's political structure changes. Padilla, along with his party, the Partido Demokratiko Pilipino Lakas ng Bayan or PDP Laban, wants a federal form of government in the country. Next on Inquirer Today. Senator Risa Hontiveros says Malacanang should break silence on government-sponsored sugar smuggling. Pag-asa declares start of dry season. And Hinebra LA Tenorio diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. This is Inquirer Today. We'll be back shortly.
Ako si Pampi Hazel Valin Cabanyero, 32 years old. Ako po ay isang guro.
Ako naman po si Daddy Herbert Hernandez Cabanyero, 34 years old at may-ari po ng tindahan ng patuka po sa Paki, Laguna.
Amin pong mga anak, si Kuya Maclean Hurst P. Cabanyero, 6 years old. Ang birthday po niya ay January 27, 2017. Si Lady Lemonade P. Cabanyero, 3 years old po siya. Ang birthday po niya ay January 27, 2020. Ang aming bunso ay si Mac Hurley Gold P. Cabanyero, 3 weeks pa lang po siya. Ang birthday din po niya ay January 27, 2022.
April 16, 2016 po kami kinasal ni Mrs. Siguro po si Kuya ay wedding baby po. Tapos si Ate Lemon naman po ay anniversary baby. And then si Bunso naman ho, hindi po kasi siya inasahan po talaga.
Umaga nun, sinelebrate na namin yung birthday ni Kuya. Sa school, kasi sabi niya, January 26, manganganak ka bukas. I-celebrate na natin yung birthday ko bukas sa school kasama si Lemon. Kasi sa hapon, lalabas na si baby.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Na-excite siguro to. nagkakantahan sa school na happy birthday. Sabi, makalabas na nga rin mamaya.
Ano din nung kay Lemon, nag-celebrate din kami. Tapos yun, punta siya sa center and then nanganak na agad siya. Lagi po ganun yung scenario.
For the advantages, siguro isang pagod ng pag-aasikaso ng birthday. Kasi kung 3 iba-ibang araw, edi ang daming pagod.
Isang invite ng mga friends, saka ng mga relatives, saka yung mga kakilala. Hindi ka na mahihirapan pa mag-invite ng halimbawa, magkakaiba pa yung birthday. Ito isang invite lang, isang abala kumbaga.
Mahirap po ata yung patamain. Hindi rin po namin alam kung paano. Pero parang sa akin ay sapat na itong aking 3 biyaya.
Pa yan.
Ayoko na.
One more. Kidding aside po, pero kung ano man po yung siguro ikaw po nandiyan, halimbawa po, kung meron pa man po pang-4, edi sige po. Kung wala na naman po, edi okay lang din naman po. Kung ano na lang po yung ikalob ng Diyos, edi yun na lang po ang amin.
The northeast monsoon or amihan has ended, marking the start of the dry and warm season. Joining us today live is Pag-asa meteorologist Benison Estareja. Sir Benison?
Yes, Sir Neil. Good evening and to all our viewers.
Sir, nagsimula na daw itong dry season natin. Maaari niyo po bang maipaliwanag kung ano yung mga indicators na tiningnan natin for us to be able to say that we are already on the onset of the dry season?
Yes po, ngayon lang tayo nag-start, March 21, ng warm dry season na tinatawag. So inulit natin, wala po tayong summer season dito sa Pilipinas. Ilan dun sa mga indicators na pagsisimula po ng tag-init sa Tagalog ay yung first and foremost, yung persistent po na mainit na temperatura na naitatala natin, unlike nitong mga nagdaang linggo kung saan umiiral po yung amihan. And second, hindi na po dapat umiiral yung northeast monsoon natin. Ito yung malamig na hangin galing sa Pacific Ocean. And instead, yung hangin ay nanggagaling na po sa silangan sa Pacific Ocean. Ito yung tinatawag po natin na easterlies. And at some point, nagkakaroon din po ng mga localized thunderstorms.
Benison, when we say we are already in the dry season, are we expecting temperature to rise up, particularly in certain areas of the country? And when are we expecting to feel itong epekto ng mainit na panahon?
Yes po, for clarification din, we started with a cold dry season. Ito po yung amihan season, and then we transitioned into a warm dry season. So we are definitely expecting na magkakaroon tayo ng patuloy na pag-init ng temperatura, and madalas na nating maririnig po yung heat index na tinatawag o yung nararamdaman ng ating katawan, which is around 3 to 4 degrees higher dun sa ating observed na temperatures, at na magtatagal po yan hanggang sa buong buwan po ng Mayo.
Ano-ano mga areas, Benison, itong tinitingnan natin na usually talagang mainit yung panahon?
The entire country po is affected with higher than normal temperatures or higher than the usual temperatures. Pero yung mga pinaka-affected, yung mga nasa plain, yung mga nasa kapatagan po, like itong Ilocos region, tapos yung malaking parte po ng Central Luzon, yung ilang parts po ng Mindanao dahil malapit din sila sa equator, they can experience as high as 35 to 36 degrees Celsius. At yung usually po na pinakamaiinit na temperatures natin ay itatala dito sa may Tugigaraw, sa may Cagayan, which is at some point nagkakaroon din ng mga 37 degrees Celsius na observed temperature. So yung heat index talagang lumalampas po ng 40 degrees.
Benison, please correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, just because we are in the dry season, that does not mean na hindi na tayo vulnerable dito sa mga bagyo. Tama ba yun?
Yes po, yung dapat din nating i-take note, the dry season is not necessarily magdadala ng dry na panahon throughout its duration. Isabihan lamang po is kakaunti yung mararanasan nating mga pag-ulan or barely magkakaroon lamang tayo ng mga pag-ulan at mga pagkidlat kulog. Yung bagyo, bagamat hindi siya expected na magkakaroon talaga every warm dry season, at some point talaga like mga once in 3 years nagkakaroon po tayo ng mga bagyo tuwing March, April at saka po May.
With that said, are we expecting a typhoon to enter the country or to have an impact in the country this coming month?
So far po, wala naman tayo nakikitang mga circulations na posibleng maging bagyo at pumasok po sa ating area of responsibility. So hanggang next week, masasabi naman po natin na low chance.
Benison, huli na lamang, no? Maybe we can remind those who are watching us at the moment, ano yung mga maaaring gawin, ano, para maiwasan at hindi maging biktima kasi ng heat stroke. Kasi isa yan sa mga maaaring maging epekto nitong talagang napakainit na panahon.
Yes, Sir Nila, asahan natin yung talagang maalinsangan. Very humid weather conditions po, lalo na sa tanghali. So that's from around 10 a.m. hanggang 3 p.m. Make sure po na hydrated tayo. So uminom ng maraming tubig or kumain po ng halo-halo kung gusto nila. Tapos asahan din natin kapag lalabas tayo ng bahay, tirik na tirik yung araw. So make sure po na may pananggalang tayo sa init, such as payong or sombrero. And then magsuot po tayo ng maninipis at saka hindi naman po yung dark colored clothes para hindi ma-absorb yung ating init. And yun din po, magantabay din sa mga ipapalabas po na updates ng Pag-asa. May mga advisories naman po tayo regarding sa warm temperatures.
Maraming salamat, Benison. That's Pag-asa meteorologist Benison Estareja. Senator Risa Hontiveros says that Malacanang should break its silence on the government-sponsored sugar smuggling plaguing the country. Hontiveros has previously raised concerns about Sugar Order Number 6, which was allegedly used to justify the illegal import of 440,000 metric tons of sugar. Department of Agriculture Senior Undersecretary Domingo Panganiban has since claimed that the sugar importation secured the go-ahead of President and the concurrent DA Chief, President Bongbong Marcos, through a memorandum issued by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin. Hontiveros notes that this should be enough reason for Malacanang to address the issue and hold those responsible for the sugar import mess to account.
Napakahirap basahin ng katahimikan. Mas madali sa kanang basahin ng pag nagsalita. So I think it's well past the time na manahimik lamang ang palasyo, lalo na sa kabila ng hindi nadawit ang pangalan ng highest office at ang pangalan ng highest official sa pagdadahilan at pag-justify nitong sugar import fiasco 2.0 na.
The Philippines was a less happier country in 2022 as it moved down from the 60th to 76th rank in the annual survey that measures the level of happiness of people across the globe. According to the World Happiness Report 2023, the country was 76th among 137 countries. The Philippines scored 5.523 in 2023, a decline from 5.904 score in the previous year. The report said the rankings were based on the life evaluations from 2020 to 2022. Some 1,000 respondents per country were asked to evaluate their current life by using the image of a ladder. The rating of 10 is equivalent to the best possible life from their perspective, while 0 was the worst. But according to the report, there was no survey information in the Philippines for 2022, so the country's average score was based on the 2020 and 2021 polls. The World Happiness Report is published by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network through the Gallup World Poll data. Barangay Ginebra star LA Tenorio has been diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. For the details, Melo Fuertes is reporting live. Melo?
PBA legend and Barangay Ginebra star LA Tenorio revealed on Tuesday afternoon that he has been diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. Tenorio had already been ruled out for the remainder of the PBA Governor's Cup last March 1, initially due to a growing injury. But in a statement released on the PBA website, Tenorio revealed the real reason for his sudden absence. Tenorio stated that he is fighting stage 3 colon cancer after initial testings were held 3 weeks ago. He, however, clarified that he has already completed his surgery. The 36-year-old holds the PBA record for consecutive games played at 744. His impressive streak that began in 2006 ended on March 1 in a 112-107 Ginebra win over Meralco. Tenorio cleared that he has no plans to retire despite his health status, as he vowed to come back better than ever. The Gin King last played last month, scoring 8 points and grabbing 2 rebounds in close to 15 minutes of action in a 119-93 whipping of Blackwater. The former Ateneo standout has won 8 PBA titles while also earning 4 Finals MVP awards. He was drafted 4th overall by San Miguel in 2006. Without Tenorio, Ginebra on Sunday secured its spot in the semifinals, where they would clash in a best-of-5 duel with San Miguel Beer. Neil?
That's Melo Fuertes reporting live. Alamin naman natin ang mainit na balita sa mundo ng showbiz kasama si Irvin Santiago ng Bandera. Irvin?
Hi Neil at sa lahat mga kabandera natin all over the universe. Ito na ang latest Bandera Chika. It's a prank! Yes mga kamarites, na biktima nga ng nakakalokang prank ang actor-dancer na si Nico Natividad ng mismo mga co-stars niya sa pelikulang Working Boys 2. Napiko, nagalit at nabadrip talaga ang miyembro ng grupong hashtag nang pagkaisan siya ni Mikoy Morales, Wilbert Ross, Andrew Mulak at Vito Marquez habang nasa shooting ng kanilang pelikula under Viva Films. Ayon kay Nico, doon niya raw napatunayan na mahaba rin ang pasensya niya dahil nagawa pa niyang tiisin ang kunwaring pambubuli sa kanya ng mga kaibigan at katrabaho dahil ang tagal pa raw bago siya napuno at nagalit ng bonggang-bongga. Sabi pa ni Nico, napakagaling ng mga artista ng mga nag-prank sa kanya dahil napaniwala siya ng mga ito sa mga pinagagagawa sa kanya. Sa katunayan, ito na raw ang pinakamatindi at pangmalakasang prank na ginawa sa kanya.
Yung prank na yun talaga nagsumbong na ako sa manager ko. Totoo? Oo po. Kasi hindi, una siyempre sa Viva na RM ko dahil para mabilis yung action. Na which is kasabwat pala sila. Napikon po talaga ako pero doon ko napatunayan na mahaba pala yung pasensya ko. Kasi sa isip ko, sinusuntok ko na sila. Dinataog ko na yung mesa kasi pinagtutulungan nga po ako. Pero nung nireveal nila na prank lang to, totoo pala yung mga prank na gano'n na hindi agad siya magsisingkin. Kasi nung sinabi lang prank lang to, niyayakap nila ako, hindi pa ako umikot. Parang galit pa rin ako. Tapos parang ilang minutes saka lang ako tumawa na, uy, naloko niyo ako at yumakap na rin ako sa kanila. Kasi first time ko mag-prank ng gano'n katindi.
At yan ang Bandera Chika natin today. Thanks Neil!
Maraming salamat, Irvin. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Catch Inquirer Today live weekdays at 6 p.m. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and the Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.